Are you ready for some laughter and good times? Because we have got a list of top 10 new comedy anime series coming in 2023 that are guaranteed to make you laugh. From wacky and zany to dry and witty, these animes have something for every comedy fan. So sit back, relax, and get ready for some of the most funniest anime to hit the scene next year. Let's get started with our countdown of the top 10 new comedy anime series coming in 2023. On the 10th number, the anime is Level 1 Demon Lord and One Room Hero. 10 years ago, the hero Max defeated the Demon Lord. In order to regain his power, the Demon Lord went into a deep slumber. But when he awakens, his body is only a chibi version of its fearsome form. Now curious to see what his enemy is up to, the Demon Lord visits Max, only to discover that the mighty hero is living in a dirty one-room apartment. After that, the Demon Lord decides to move in with Max and help his old enemy become a formidable opponent once more. On the next number, the anime name is Under Ninja. After World War II, a light command in Japan develops a new agency to help manage terrorism and violence within the Pacific region. The agency was staffed with ninja and they were initially tasked to handle domestic affairs. Eventually, that program grew to its current form, managing 20,000 ninjas across the range of domestic and international affairs. One of those ninja happened to be Kudo, the 17-year-old high school loser who is now poised to be the next line of defense against a potential surge in foreign assassins invading Tokyo. The next anime is Undead Unluck. After reading the conclusion of her favorite manga series, Fuko Izumo finally feels ready to end her existence. For the past 10 years, Fuko has been afflicted by a condition that brings extreme misfortune to anyone who touches her. This has had a drastic effect on her surroundings, even inadvertently resulting in the death of those around her, including her parents. As she stands on a bridge above train track, Fuko is touched by a strange man, causing the footing underneath him to break and dropping him in front of an oncoming train. However, when Fuko finds the man's corpse, she discovers that his body is regenerating and that he is coming back to life. Whom Fuko named as Andy is immortal, and like her, he also wishes for death. Initially dismissive, Fuko eventually decides to team up with Andy and to give him the best death possible. But a mysterious organization lurks in the shadows, hoping to take advantage of the duo's bizarre abilities. The next anime is My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999. After her boyfriend cheats on her with another girl he met in a game, Akane Kinoshita learns the hard way that gamer boyfriends can be just as bad as the offline variety. As she vents her anger by beating Mob Monster to the pulp, she has a chance encounter with Akito Yamada, a guildmate with an afro and no mask. Yamada is unsociable and curt, hardly the type of person to make Akane swoon. However, while his gaming stats might be maxed out, Yamada is inexperienced in the matter of the heart, and against all odds, she finds herself moved by him. Making new friends along the way, can Akane shake the hearts of Yamada, a final boss level high school boy? On the 6th number, the anime name is Onimai, I Am Now Your Sister. Mahiro Oyama was just a normal erotic game loving dude until he woke up one morning as a woman. Turns out his mad scientist little sister Mihari tried out one of her new experiments on him, with a disastrous outcome as far as Mahiro is concerned. But Mihari is as determined to study him as he is determined to go back to his shut-in game playing life. And one thing is for sure, life is going to get a whole lot weirder from here on out. Our main character is developing towards becoming a normal member of the society. If you let go of the science for a bit, then enjoyment is plenty in this anime. So I would definitely recommend to check this out when it will release. On the next number, the anime name is The Legendary Hero is Dead. Far to the north of the world lies Hell's Gate, a portal formerly used by the Demon Lord to evade the human realm. Thanks to the legendary hero Shion Bladeheart and his loyal band of companions, the gate was sealed off and the demonic threat was vanquished. Unfortunately, the seal was incomplete and has begun to weaken now, allowing the demons to once again begin their attack. Worried about the safety of his village, selfish and perverted farmer Toka Scott digs pitfall to defend against the demons. But fear not, for Shion is on his way to reseal Hell's Gate and save humanity. Or at least he was, because the legendary hero is dead, having fallen into one of the pitfalls Toka dug. Luckily, dealing with the dead is the specialty of the necromancer Henry henceforth. While she cannot revive him, Anri can at least salvage their quest by forcing Toka's soul into Shion's rotting body and dragging him along the Hell's Gate in Shion's place. Not wanting to be left behind, Toka's childhood friend Yuna Yunis tags along. Together, the three of them sets out as what just might be the most unsuitable party to ever try to save the world. On the next number, the anime name is Ayakashi Triangle. Matsuri Kazamaki and Suze Kanada are childhood friends, bonded by their shared ability to see Ayakashi yokai in search of a life force to devour. However, in high school, their relationship gets messed up. As Suzu's one-sided feelings are growing, so is the difference in their Ayakashi view. Matsuri considers all Ayakashi a threat to his friend, while Suzu is an Ayakashi medium who is someone who exudes a significant amount of life force compared to an average human and loves them all despite the risk. When the two stumbles upon a talkative white cat named as Shirogane, they are unaware that it is a 400 years old Ayakashi known as the King of Ayakashi. He is hellbent on gaining even more power by devouring Suzu. But as Matsuri swoops in and tries to save her by sealing Shirogane's power, the Ayakashi uses a jutsu to turn him into a girl instead. Matsuri vows to protect Suzu from the further harm as her best friend. But now, he must learn how to act like a girl until his grandfather, a famous wind jutsu exorcist ninja, can undo the jutsu. Meanwhile, Suzu must work out her romantic feelings for Matsuri now that he is no longer a boy. But when Matsuri takes the king as his pet, the future of the two friends seems uncertain. What will happen later? To know more about it, definitely put this anime in your watch list and watch it when it will come out. On the next number, the anime name is A Galaxy Next Door. Ever since their father died, Ichiro Kuga has struggled to support his two younger siblings on nothing but a small inheritance and his passion for drawing manga. But it's becoming harder to keep up with his growing responsibilities and deadlines, especially after his last two assistants quit to follow their dreams. Just as he is nearing his breaking point, the beautiful and competent Shiori Goshiki applied to become his new assistant. But there's something almost otherworldly about Goshiki. As soon as Kuga finds his reality turned upside down when she suddenly declares them engaged to marry. Definitely this anime will have an interesting plot, and you should not miss it when it will come out. On the second number, the anime name is Dekineko, the Masterful Cat is depressed again today. Hence Saku took in a stray black cat. She never expected that he would become an equivalent of a housekeeping life partner. But Yukichi, a giant cat who towers over Saku, is not your ordinary felon. He takes a great pride in his culinary skills, and a good sale at the supermarket always gets his whiskers twitching. Saku may not have her act together yet, but at least she has Yukichi. This is a wholesome story about a big cat that is good at everything basically and takes care of his owner. It is a simple story about a cat that cooks, cleans and takes care in general of its owner. So definitely make sure to check this out when it will release. And before moving to the first number, I would like to tell you about my new anime merchandise store, where I put my own custom made designs on different merchandise like hoodies, t-shirts, coffee mugs and many more. The whole merchandise list will be related to anime and manga only. So if you would like to buy anything and support this channel, then check it out by clicking on the link in the description box below. And finally on the first number, the anime name is My Life as Inumaki-san's Dog. They say every dog has his day. That's especially true for our protagonist, who was just turned into a dog and now lives every day under the care of his crush, Inukai-san. She happily dotes on her new companion. And while he wants to return to human form someday, there's something wonderful about being cared for by the person he loves. And while his beautiful and cool classmate Karen Inukai is expressionless at school, at home she dotes her pet dog. And MC is also enjoying his life as a dog now. And there you have it, our top 10 picks for the new comedy anime series coming in 2023. From relatable slice of life comedy to absurd and zany adventures, these anime are sure to tickle your funny bone. Whether you are a long-time fan of the genre or just looking for the new series to enjoy, these anime are sure to provide plenty of laughs and good times. So mark your calendars and get ready to enjoy some of the most funniest anime to come out next year. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and I will see you again in the next anime recommendations video. Till then, check out these other two videos over here. And that's it for today's video guys, and I will see you in the next one. Sayonara.